So it's like you dismiss the progress, you dismiss the present moment of everything. I was just having a conversation with someone yesterday about this. We're looking so far into another focal point that we're just not here and satisfied with what's happening now. So it's beautiful to have goals and to imagine all these possibilities and these numbers, right? And these times, but like you're right here, right? So like you got to ask yourself, why aren't you excited with 42 units, which is quadruple of what you've been done before? Why is that not exciting? There must be a story that's not good enough.
True. Welcome to Limitless, the podcast. Here we speak about identity expansion, breaking the limits, dismantling old beliefs, and becoming those who we were meant to be or we just remembered we are. And we would love to know more from you. What kind of topics are you interested in? So please drop us a comment below. Let us know what is on your mind. What are your themes that you are working through? Patricia and me today, we are going to talk about what makes us qualified to do professions, jobs, anything that we are up to in our lives. Do we need degrees? Do we need experience? How much experience do we need? When are we really ready? Is there any limit or any condition that we have to have before we start doing these things? Or is this only the belief that the society told us it's how the life works? We believe it's a beautiful topic. It's something that we are working through. And one of the themes that Patricia is looking at is if we are becoming coaches for others, what is the best moment to start with, and do we need to have more knowledge, enough knowledge, certificates to start practicing, or is our life experience enough to start? So Patricia, I hope I said it well enough, but please add what is on your mind.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I think it depends on how you're feeling and how convicted you are within yourself, because I think that sometimes we feel these sparks with something we'd like to do, and then we go and we take the action. And I think when you start telling yourself things like, well, I don't have enough information, I think that stops you from just doing it, from just starting it. Because with anything, you have to start somewhere, right? Like, so it depends on how comfortable you feel about it, but the fact is you're always going to be learning something. I don't think you could ever say, I'm a full coach, I know it all. You're learning along the way. And so I think to trust yourself that you have this feeling of this is where I feel like I'm being called to, where I want to take action toward, doing that is really going to help you feel through what a coach really is. And also there is this thing that happens where wherever you are, your clients are going to meet you there. So even if you feel like maybe you're not at the level of someone that you follow, doesn't mean that you're not going to meet clients that are at a level where you even are. I'm like, what qualifies me to do anything? But the thing is, I have like 13 years of teaching experience. So wait a second, like who said I'm not qualified to be a coach? I'm always doing it in this other aspect. But I think also just living life, you gain so much experience. So I think we can do stuff in the mind where we're like, well, I don't know how to do this thing, but I think you do. You just have to feel through it by taking some sort of action.
I think that you as a teacher definitely have the competence to teach. Then when we go into the new topics that you would love to teach others, then here comes really this life experience and all things that you went through, and you came stronger, you learned how to deal with these things. This is all your wisdom that you can share to others. And sometimes we minimize what kind of challenges did we went through and we made it, and then we also forget it. But there are people who are going exactly through the same things, and they need your words, your help, your reflections. So I don't believe there is something that you need to have, especially in this area of coaching, because this is really where the life experience matters. And because we are talking about spirituality as well, spirituality is something that these are universal things, natural universal laws that we know that exist for a very long time. So it's not a certificate that some school created, they created a program. You have to go through these lessons, and this qualifies you to get the certificate of that school. It's not. This is, for me, it's a general wisdom applied to your life, which absolutely actually qualifies you, in my eyes, to do it. Because you learned it, you did it, and you came on the other end. Stronger, smarter. There must be this distinction between what is curriculum, created artificial, let's call it. I don't want to offend anybody. And there is this universal wisdom and laws. So, and you lived it. So what do you need more? And there are going to be people who need exactly what you have to offer. And then when you progress and when you know more, then you can help even broader audience, or audience who is on another level, or they have another challenges. I do believe it's the knowing of these universal laws or wisdoms, and then applied to your life that qualifies you to give it to others.
It's beautiful. That was really well said. And I think, just trusting yourself, just listening to yourself, and then taking action toward that, because you just have to start where you are. And then by the process of doing it, you get to know who you are. And then you get to see, okay, how comfortable do I feel doing what I'm doing? And then that comes in with the charging, that comes in with the clients. And so you only know unless you do it. And then, as you said, you transform over time, where you're like, okay, now I feel more comfortable working with these clients, maybe charging this much. Maybe now I do a retreat, right? Now I do something as a group coaching. So you're definitely qualified, especially if you feel it excites you. And, we call it desire, but when you have something within you that's like, ooh, I feel something here is for me, and you should just go after it. And then along the way, you're going to realize how comfortable you feel with it. But also in the moments you feel uncomfortable, you should question yourself and say, why do I not feel like I should charge this much or do this thing? What is there? Because there is where I think could be maybe a limiting belief or an idea or a story you're telling yourself, which is saying you're not qualified enough to do it. So the awareness of yourself,
Yes. I was thinking about three things as you were talking. So my mind went from left to right. Okay, the one I remember now is just what you were saying about desire, and we discussed it earlier. And when you asked me, when I got to this idea to do a podcast, what did qualify me there? And I didn't even ask that question myself. And I really had this deep desire to share and to talk with others and be comfortable with seeing myself in that role, sharing knowledge and the wisdom. So all these arguments why I shouldn't be doing it were there. I didn't know how to set up the technical part. I didn't know who is going to be my guest. I didn't know exactly what we are going to talk about. But I just want to make this comparison and then say maybe desires comes first, and then we often find arguments why we are not qualified or we are not able to do it, and why it is not the right timing. And this is what we are not doing anymore. Why ignore this intelligence or inner voice that is there and already telling you and nudging you, and you hear it clearly? That is something that is you're passionate about, you would love to do it. So I don't think we are anymore ready to say no to that voice. And so there is a desire, and the rest will follow, I guess.
Yeah. If you think about it, even when someone goes to school and gets a degree, someone has just guaranteed to them that at the end of this, you're going to get a job. So you've already set the belief. So it's like, why can't you do that already with your taking? And so I find too that there's always going to be these two folds no matter what decision you make. You're going to be like, okay, I'm going to go do this. And then there's going to be the other side of you questioning it, doubting it. And I find that that's always going to exist, but it's like, just keep following what feels good to you and allow those thoughts to be there. But it doesn't mean you're not good enough or you're not qualified enough. And you just want to be honest, right? The most beautiful thing is to be authentic and honest with people and not lie and be like, yeah, I have all this experience, or I'm I'm so qualified in this, just like go with the flow. And the honesty is really going to attract the right people. And we have way more qualifications than we think we do. We have way more to offer people than sometimes we think we do. And if we just trust that feeling, then we get to see it in real time. So as long as you're not stopping yourself, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, I also think the funny thing with the universe is even more than your knowledge and life experience and your desire, even more important than that is the intention that you are setting and believing for the people that are your clients. What kind of transformation do you want for them? I mean, only from there you can create so much magic. So all of this trying to control in a way. So do I have enough knowledge? Is it the right price? Is it the right time? Is it whatever? But then if you set your intention that you are going to help that person, whatever your mission is, you are going to say the right things. You are going to read that day something that this person has to hear. I really believe this intention and well-being that you wish for others is even more important than all what you have and possess already, because I believe we can see ourselves also as a channel. So you say, I am the channel to help this person to transform or get this result or get this knowledge. Just will happen like in the real time to enable that outcome. I just know from what I try to do on a daily basis. I say try because I don't do it always. And I also know what we have done on the SEO day and how the Kathleen was preparing herself for that day and all what she was doing the day or night before. She was praying for everybody to get the transformation they came for. So I think there is so much power in that. And then if you turn it from that perspective, you don't really have to push hard against yourself or being hard on yourself and having to be ready, perfect, and then because then your energy goes in the wrong direction.
Yeah. That was beautiful. That's the most important factor of it all. It's like we're over here like, what's the qualifications and the equipment and is it the right time? And it's like, what's the intention? Okay, this is the intent. And then there's like this trust element because you don't have to control it all.
No. And you can't.
And you can't. Like you could try, but you're gonna exhaust yourself, and then you're gonna realize you can't do it. And then you're like, I give up. I get it. You know. and sometimes we do that. Like I've done that. I've done that most of my life where I thought I had to control every element, but it creates such a tension and a stress, and yet feel like you can't even operate well. Right? So when you just release and you're like, I'm going to do what I can, this feeling I have is more powerful than maybe I can even understand right now. But if I'm having this feeling, it is because it's going to serve a purpose somewhere. And I am going to go with the flow and I know everything's going to work out. So intention is so important. I love that you said that.
Yes. I also love what you said before. You mentioned something around the schools and certificates. But then I was thinking sometimes we kind of outsource that. We are used to get validated. So imagine you go to school or a university, you do the program, and there is somebody coming and telling you, okay, this is your certificate. You are now qualified to do that. So what I want to say is we outsource that validation. We let somebody else validate us that we are qualified. And so it goes for everything in life. You don't need validation from anybody to know who you are. So why do you need validation from any professor or any school or anybody to tell you that now you are capable, now you can? And I don't judge, but I know when I finished my architectural studies, I wasn't that good worker at the beginning because I had to learn so many things. Still, I was qualified to take that job. Okay, so I really think that now is the time where we are getting that validation from us and not from others. And you know why I said this as well? I was reflecting on my thoughts and my feelings yesterday when Kathleen asked if we want to be the part of the second edition of her Manifested Life book. And I was thinking, well, what kind of story would I share? Internal transformation Okay, yes. External transformation, not yet there. And then the funny thing was, okay, I don't know, I don't feel comfortable, I don't feel worthy of. There was many no's. But then ChatGPT asked me, if Kathleen asked you or told you, hey, I love your transformation, I would love that you become the part of my book, would you say yes? And I said yes. So what happened there? She validated me. She said, while your story is a really good story of transformation, and so that's why it deserves place to have in the book. But when I was thinking about it, I didn't give that trust and validation to myself. I didn't. I was just doubting. And so it goes a little bit hand in hand with all of these certificates. So who needs to validate? It's you. It's you. I really do believe. And if you have a pure intention for your clients, nothing on earth can go wrong. Nothing on earth.
Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, that was really beautiful. You're already, I mean, it's all you. Like, you're either going to use somebody else to validate you, which just means you're outsourcing your validation, which then you're bringing it back to you to validate yourself, or you're going to just tell yourself the story of validation, right? So, like, what are you using to validate your story? And I love that you brought that up about that whole situation with Kathleen, because why do we doubt ourselves? Because maybe we just are not in the frequency of believing, right, that we're qualified enough. But if you, again, so you maybe didn't believe it, so you outsourced ChatGPT to help you confirm it, right? Which is fine. Sometimes that helps us to kind of cultivate it within us. But then you came back to you and you're like, wait a second. Like, so it just seems like it's a story. It's like, what do you believe?
It's a story. It's a story.
And
I
when
wasn't
your
sure.
intention was there from the beginning, right? Your intention was there, and now you're outsourcing the why or the how, or it's like, wait, wow, like come back to the intention and trust that, you know?
Yes, it's a great work that we are doing here, and I do truly believe as we progress, it's just going to become easier. But if there would be any trust in being part of that book and not came into the process of overthinking and asking all of these questions, yeah, the life would move faster. This applies to any situation. So if there is any pull, I believe you move. If there is a pull, you move. You don't start to think logically. Because if you start, you will overthink.
Yeah. And it's funny because I had the same thoughts of you yesterday. Like when she mentioned the book, my first thought was like, that's so exciting. I'd love to do that. And then my second thought was, what do you have to like write about?
Exactly.
What are you going to say in the book? And then it was like, shut it down.
I was in such a good mood Sunday, Monday, up until that call. And after that call, oh my God, something really moved in me.
Something touched you. What do you think it was?
Yeah. Well, I'm still sitting with it, but part of that I already shared. Something really moved me there. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. No, that's just a sign to bring awareness to it. That's it.
True.
You know, don't even judge those moments. I mean, you could have a little bit of judgment, but then move into curiosity and wonder why. What in this call led me to feel this way? When we have these emotions, it's not wrong. It's just calling you to look at it, bring awareness to it, and transform it into some other better story. That's it.
Yes. What would you love to? Robert today, my mentor, reminded me of that. Like, what would you love to? Whatever the situation is, like, what would you love to? Okay, we are observing something, we are feeling something, but what would you love to? And then go from there.
Yeah.
Are you going to be part of the book?
I'm not sure yet. We're going to be part of volume 3. We'll see.
Okay, I have the same answer. I really like, you can show you the villa, the house,
Yeah.
I mean, don't want to reveal everything what is in my mind, but this is like, I have it. It's in the physical world now. But I'm not even sure. Would I then really think it's enough? I just wonder this belief around myself, and when is it enough? When I'm worthy of? Is this going to change? We'll have this conversation. I wonder. I'd also share that we have had the best week in sales for the supplement, still not as big as we want yet, and it's not even linear progression, you know, it's getting the curve now. On Monday I was celebrating it on our team call, and that was it. That was all. Now we do Next step. You know what I want to say? It's not that now I can live with this fact that 40th last week were the best so far and feel quadrupled. So this is a thing. When am I worthy of sharing the story?
So this goes back to what we're saying, right? We're not there yet. It's not big enough yet. So it's like you dismiss the progress. You dismiss the present moment of everything. I was just having a conversation with someone yesterday about this. We're looking so far into another focal point that we're just not here and satisfied with what's happening now. So it's beautiful to have goals and to imagine all these possibilities and these numbers, right? And these times, but like you're right here, right? So like you gotta ask yourself, why aren't you excited with 42 units, which is quadruple of what you've been done before? Why is that not exciting? There must be a story that's not good enough.
True.
I'm not good enough yet. Again, why are we telling ourselves these stories that right now is not good?
Well, it must be not being in the present moment and appreciating where you are at. I really do think that you are still separated from your vision. I believe the healthy view would be, I am in my vision and we are on the path. So we are excited.
Yeah, I completely understand. I've operated the same way. You know, like nothing was good enough. It was like, no, I'm here now and that's fine. This is a different look from what it was before, but it's not good enough because over there is going to be better. I think there's a lot of programs in society, which is like when you're 65, that's when you get to live. When you retire, you get to live. You have this subtle program of right here is not good enough. And if you've been operating like this your whole life, of course, there's going to be little remnants and little pieces that come up in moments. But I think it's just a reminder that life is lived right here. Like, and the vision you have, you're on the path of the vision. You are the vision, right? It's like a reminder of just being very sensitive to the feelings you're having and the thoughts you're having. Are you judging? What story are you supporting everything with? Right? Because it's just a program. Like, who said this isn't where you're supposed to be? So it's like, if we were supposed to be in some other time, we would be there, but we're not. We're here. We can imagine what the potential could be, and that will help us carry the path or walk toward the path. But yeah, it's just a reminder, girl. It's just a reminder and another frequency of realization that this is the most exciting place you can be because this is where you are. You're the potential of it all, the source of it all.
Patricia, it was wonderful. We touched something that we are currently working on since we are launching our businesses, and it's beautiful for other people also to see that they are on the right place and they are enough. They are capable to start their businesses. So we love you all. We are going to see you again on the next episode. Stay limitless, break the habits, break all beliefs, and reveal the real true self. With love from me.
And for me. See ya. Bye.